At that time, due to a job transfer, I went to Korea with my wife. I'm a police officer, and I got along very well with the other officers. I have a close friend named Yong Ji. This guy is amazing. In just 6 months, he solved 21 criminal cases by himself. In our place, he was a big shot. I knew he was missing a part of his pinky finger. At first, I thought it was just a disability, and didn't think much of it. But who would have thought that in September 2021, Yong Ji actually retired as a police officer? I wondered if he found a better job, or just wanted to live a normal life. But that was not the case at all. Then in December 2021, a month later, a few other officers and I were drunk while hosting a birthday party for a senior officer. I was upstairs, far from the others, watching TV, when suddenly the news came on. The reporter said a lot in Korean, roughly meaning that the 24-year-old criminal, Yong Ji, was at large after a conflict between two rival gangs, and mentioned that if anyone saw this person, report immediately. At the time, I didn't believe it at all, thinking he was just drunk and not clear-headed. But who could have imagined that a few hours later, everything would change? Around 2:30 in the morning, everyone was knocked out by the gas. In a daze, I heard a knock at the door in front, too lazy to move. Another officer went to open the door, and then a gunshot rang out, waking all of us up suddenly. I looked toward the door, and saw the officer at the door stumble over blood. When my vision cleared, I saw a man standing there, 6 feet 7 inches tall. Let's not even mention how this sounds. Nonsense. All of us rushed toward him. As for the guy, he threw down the gun, used judo to knock one of the officers down, and then started beating us completely. It was an utterly unfair fight. A one-sided. 17. He seemed like a war god. I could tell that this man definitely had some martial arts training. Another police officer grabbed a bottle of beer and smashed it hard on his head. I was about to subdue him, but he started practicing jiu-jitsu on me, and I passed out. When I woke up again, I was already on a hospital bed, old. My wife was next to me, so I asked what happened. She started telling me that the man who attacked me yesterday was my best friend, Yong Ji. She also said that Yong Ji was a former gang member who was caught trafficking drugs in Japan and then smuggled himself into Korea. That's when I realized why his pinky was missing. It turns out that some gang members who commit serious crimes must sever their pinky as atonement. It was obvious that his name, Yong Ji, was just an alias to avoid being caught. Although we didn't know his real name, we did find out about his life before joining the gang. He was said to be an excellent martial artist, a black belt in jiu-jitsu, taekwondo, and judo. After this encounter, my wife and I quickly moved back to our home country. I said goodbye to my police colleagues and reminded them to be careful until... I still don't know how Yong Ji is doing today. This whole thing feels like a nightmare that keeps lingering in my mind. Who can... To think that my best friend turned out to be a criminal and even attacked me. Looking back now, it still gives me the chills and unsettles me. How can this world be so complicated? Which people around me are real and which are fake? San Michao Bihan, what ik tata miti.